Hello and welcome, Taurus. This is going to be an energy card reading for the month of April. We've got an eclipse here. That energy is going to be lingering with us for quite some time. And we're in the middle of a retrograde. There's just a lot of energy going on. So we are going to consult the cards, consult with spirit, and see what the best way to work with the energy is going to be for my beautiful Tauruses. My name is Kat. This is my channel, Vibrational You. I do card readings, I do guided meditations, spiritual talks, chit chats, working with vibration. If that seems like it is something that is up your alley and an energy you would like to participate in, feel free to like and subscribe. We appreciate you and we would love to have you. I'm going to get you a couple of just oracle cards here to start off the base of the spread to see what energy we're working with. Number 31. Replenish, which does not surprise me at all in the middle of a retrograde. This card is about taking it easy, getting some rest, and restocking your source energy, vital energy supplies. The girl in this card is resting, and you can see that she is, I'll show it to you again, she's in her dream state. And you can see all of the different things that she's dreaming about, receiving messages and downloads while she's asleep, which I said is a very, very retrograde sort of energy, Taurus. Let's see, one more, please. Choice, number 39. So this card is letting you know that there are choices before you, or many options that you have. And I'm getting the energy that maybe if we go within, pay attention to some of those dreams, some of those musings, some of those things that we're wanting, we find a little bit more clarity on a choice that needs to be made. I'm going to get you some additional cards. We'll find out exactly what the tea is here from Spirit. For Taurus, please, what choices are we making? We have got the number 2 card, High Priestess, discernment, persistence, prescience, excuse me, it's a weird word, prophecy and vision. Not a word that you see often, but it is a precognition or foresight on the High Priestess card there. So yeah, definitely with that Replenish card going into our inner state, there are messages and intuitions, downloads that are wanting to come through for you. You're very connected to the energy at this time, Taurus. We've got the Raven, magic, coincidence, synchronistic events, number 10. Coming in with that High Priestess card. So it looks like there is a good deal of synchronicities. I don't necessarily believe in coincidence. I believe that we create our own reality, but this card is letting you know that events are lining up, things are falling into place. It's like the energy is coming together for you. And one more, please. Death, number 46. Excellent. So like the death card in tarot, this card is not necessarily a literal death of any kind, but it has to do with a cycle coming to a close, a version of life coming to a close, and the release or letting go of an old story or an old version of self, maybe even old stagnant energy. We're going to get some tarot on top of these cards, get some clarification for you. For Taurus, please, Spirit. What do we got? Yes. We've got the 6 of Wands coming in. So this is going to be a victory, sitting tall in your saddle. This card has to do with getting recognition, public recognition maybe for something, and coming out of the situation victorious. That's coming up on that High Priestess card over here on the end. So it looks like We are envisioning, yeah, you got the Knight of Wands coming in with that too. So the Knight of Wands is going to be an action-oriented step, taking some sort of action, taking a passionate leap towards something that we're wanting here. And it looks like it's coming out victoriously. And on top of the High Priestess card, it looks like this is something that you have already foreseen or have a really good feeling about. Something that you know you want, and you can feel your grid filling in, as it were. Feel the synchronicities, the pieces of it falling into place. It's like it's time for it to happen, time for it to come to fruition. And so the Six of Wands and the Knight of Wands says that there is victory to be had when we follow that impulse, when we follow our instinct and our intuition, that impulse to action. You have the Four of Wands coming up on top of that as well. This is going to be like crossing a finish line, like a celebration, a stable foundation. The card sometimes represents like a marriage, you know, something. I think those are probably rattling too much, so we'll take them off. You got the Devil and the King of Cups that just flew out with that. So the King of Cups is going to be somebody who is emotionally stable, emotionally mature, somebody who is capable of handling their feelings in rocky times. He's usually pictured on a rock, being very stable on a rocky sea of emotions. So the King of Cups is able to handle himself in emotional maturity. And the Devil is going to be, it's usually some sort of a temptation or toxic habit or trait. So it could be that that's what, in regards to this Death card over here, we're ending a cycle, a toxic habit or trait, potentially even a toxic person. We'll get a little bit more information on that to you also. Sometimes the Devil is a Capricorn energy, a Capricorn in your energy. So we'll find out a little bit more about that for you, Taurus. But it looks like we are crossing the finish line. It's interesting, this kind of mix of energy where you have the Four of Wands and the King of Cups coming up with the Devil. And Page of Cups wanting to fly out. So this could very well just be a Capricorn that's coming into the picture, or a Capricorn in your energy here, Taurus. Maybe you have Capricorn placements in your chart as well, because I'm not getting any other sort of a toxic or a negative energy and nothing like that off of the reading. So, but it could be that that's because the cycle is already over for you. But the Page of Cups is a new emotional offering, somebody coming in with an emotional offer, or you making a new emotional offering moving forward with the Page of Cups. And the Three of Pentacles coming up. So this is going to be a collaboration, working together with other people. Sometimes it's outside, if it's outside of a work environment, it can be, this card is kind of actually giving me the feeling right now of people coming together, something that somebody else has to say, sparking something new, being a finishing piece or a boon, an excellent addition to something that you have to say or you're working on. It could be that there is an offer coming in that would be emotionally satisfying for you, an offer for collaboration coming in with this. Yeah. And the King of Swords coming up with it. The King of Swords is going to be have a good deal of clarity on this situation and is going to be in their authority on this situation. Somebody who is clear in their thought processes and is able to wield their authority in that situation. So that is going to be the so below, sort of the 3D situation that's coming up on you here, Taurus. Let's get some of the as above information. This is going to be the portion of the spread that's got, from Spirit's point of view, how things are looking energy-wise and what the best way to work with that energy would be for you. Let's find out what they have to say, please, for Taurus. You've got restriction number 35 coming up. So this card shows up when there is currently or previously has been a blockage in the energy pathway, either something blocking your path in the 3D or something that is a restriction or blocking the flow of energy for you in non-physical. Let's find out more. You've got the Lady in the Lake, number 8, absolute truth, courage, self-respect, and responsibility. So this is the Mists of Avalon deck, and in that deck, in that story, the Lady of the Lake comes out to give King Arthur the sword of truth, Excalibur. You can see her holding it there in the picture. And it is a sword that has the power to defeat all enemies, but it has to be wielded responsibly with integrity and with inner truth and inner knowing. So this card, when it turns up in this spread, is there to let you know that you have the tools or the weapon, so to speak, that you need to overcome any challenges, any restriction that's on your path. But wielding it well is going to involve being honest and straightforward with yourself and other people, wielding it with integrity and honesty. Ooh. And number 44 coming out with that. Let it go. Interesting. Let's find out more. What is the restriction that we have going on? And what are we letting it go? What are we letting go? For Taurus, please, my friends. You've got the Lovers coming up on that restriction card, which can be a love situation, literally, but it's also, this is a card of choice, of making a choice. And since you already have this choice card coming up, it feels like maybe the restriction that we've had on our energy is just not being able to make the choice to do something, or needing to choose to let something go here. We'll see. You've got the Ace of Wands coming up. So it feels like choosing to pursue something that actually feels passionate and lively for you. I love this Ace of Wands card because you can see that the individual has a paintbrush. So they're writing or creating or drawing. They're creating their own reality, and you can see their hand is just on fire. They're just so passionate about what it is they're creating, this new opportunity with this Ace of Wands here. So it seems like we have an energetic blockage over choosing what it is we're truly passionate about, choosing this new opportunity. We've got the Knight of Swords coming in. Knight of Swords is usually somebody rushing in with the Knights are usually messengers or information coming in, and the Knight of Swords is impetuous, a little bit brash, definitely taking action here. But it can be somebody, this is coming up over that Lady of the Lake card that asks us to use our swords responsibly. So, and with integrity. And so I feel like this is kind of a reinforcement of that message. And the Nine of Coins coming up. So the Nine of Coins is going to be independence, financial independence. It's going to be abundance and prosperity. It's going to be somebody who has enough under their own steam in order for themselves, enough to also be generous, and somebody who is standing in a very attractive position. The Six of Cups coming up on that Let It Go card. So this is some sort of nostalgia or something that happened in the past that we're needing to let go of here, Taurus. Can you tell me more about it, please? The Empress. So you've got all of your Empress energy working for you right now, Taurus. All right, coming up with the Six of Wands again. You've got double Six of Wands here. The Six of Wands again is a victory, and getting the recognition from other people, being in the public view, publicly recognized for a victory. And it looks to me like the only thing, like Spirit, the only thing keeping that flow of energy, all of the synchronicities, all of the energy is right for it here. Things are all lining up for whatever this victory is. And it's something that wants you to follow your heart and your passions. Is a beautiful new opportunity, but you have to make the choice to do it. And it feels like maybe you, again, letting go of the past. And then you have this card in the center here is kind of like the Lady in the Lake wants to give you the sword that's all of the power that you need, but it has to be handled responsibly and with a keen eye on self-integrity on that card. And it's coming up with the Knight of Swords here. So maybe we made a play here. Let me put this down really fast so I can show you both cards. Maybe we made a swift play for what we wanted previously, a move towards independence, abundance, this Nine of Pentacles feeling that we're wanting to go for. And something about it was wielded a little bit irresponsibly and not quite with the integrity, the self-integrity. You have all of the power and the energy here for it, for this new opportunity that leads to all of this victory and this Empress energy. Sorry, something else wants to come through. Give me a second. Disruption. Yeah, Spirit is wanting you to disrupt the flow of an old energy that was happening here. It's asking you to make a choice. It's asking you to choose to relinquish an old story, an old truth about something that just doesn't suit you anymore. You have all of the energy here with the High Priestess. So something you know intuitively, something you've kind of been following the path of, leading you to a good deal of victory. Tell me about the disruption. Yeah. I feel like we've been a little ho-hum and trying to work on cultivating something that's not, our patience feels like it's not paying off here. So it's wanting to disrupt the regular flow of the ho-hum that's happening over here, or whatever effort we've been putting in that feels like it's not coming to fruition, like it's not actually bearing fruit for us the way we would like it to. Got the Nine of Swords coming in with it. So the Nine of Swords is going to be unnecessary fears and anxieties, something that we're playing over and over again in our head, something that's stuck on repeat. What's the advice here, Spirit? How can our Taurus friends disrupt that flow? What's the disruption? The Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups says that we're feeling disappointed over the spilled cups in front of us here. And we're not seeing that there are two cups behind us that are actually much better cups. And those cups have a castle behind them as well. So the path is actually to turn around and look behind you instead of focusing on the spilled cups. Sometimes I feel like the Five of Cups, especially if it comes up with like the Tower or this disruption card here, it's almost a divine intervention. Like these cups got knocked over because they weren't really satisfying to you. The cups get knocked over because they're not actually bearing the fruit that you're wanting them to. And so these cups get knocked over in the hopes that we'll turn around and see something better behind us. Even sometimes when things feel like they're not going the way that you want them to, when it feels like there's anxiety or fear or that things aren't going well, it's really just the contrast or the disruption that sets us on the path that we're actually wanting. The universe, our guides, have nothing but love and belief in us and joy for us, and are always setting us on the highest path for ourselves. So sometimes, even when things don't look that way, it's actually the path of our highest and greatest good. Yeah. The Ten of Swords coming out with that. When something is dead, done, and over with, that's when we're able to move on. When we remove and we stop holding space for something and we let it go, with this Let It Go card over here, then we make room for new things to come in when we let go of what's no longer working for us. And it feels like whatever it is we're letting go of is actually making space for victory and success and recognition for what it is that you're wanting. Spirit is recommending really to follow your intuition and follow the synchronicities right now to really get yourself some rest during this retrograde period, and to get into your dreams, your imaginings, your musings, to connect with your intuition and follow those signs and synchronicities, because they do lead to you've got the 9 of Coins, the Empress, and the 6 of Wands twice. So everything is always working out for you, Taurus. Everything is always working out for you. I'm going to get you one more card. This is going to be from the Lightworkers Oracle for Taurus. Please, Spirit, what message can we leave Taurus with for working with this energy in April? What would you have them know right now at this time? You've got number 21, spiritual service. And I will read that one for you. Self-doubt can be a habit that's hard to break. It can slow down your spiritual progress and the fulfillment of your life purpose. Ultimately, it won't stop you, but it can make your progress seem more challenging. It's easier to fulfill your purpose when you acknowledge your own goodness and talent and do what you love to the best of your ability. Absolutely. Release that you are enough. Realize that you are enough, that your work is good, and that you are having something of value to offer. It is time to let go of fear of failure, concern about your ability, and your right to live a happy and fulfilled life of success. The universe believes in you. I'm going to read you the invocation for this card if you want to be able to use it for yourself at this time. It says, Universe, I love you. How can I serve you? I accept love's protection and love's purpose in my heart and in my life. Love empowers and protects me, gives me purpose and passion, peace and play. I believe in love. I am love, and I believe in me. May the joy of helping others give me energy and courage to continue to serve and grow spiritually. May all beings receive your love and be held through your grace. May all those who want to serve be empowered through mercy, compassion, joy, and love to do so for the greatest good. Through my own free will, so be it. Yes. Thank you so much, Spirit, for those messages and for that energy. We appreciate you always. Thank you so much, Taurus, for being here. I appreciate you always. And have an excellent April, and we will see you later. Bye.